And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And the Rams at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Again, it's Dillon. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took him at a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one caught by Crowder. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To the air, Allen. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. Middle of the field. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Rams have got it back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again. Yeah,
one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford now to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
They're on 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rep.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Tyler Johnson. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Dillon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to move back in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Niners 14, Rams 10. Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Play action. Stafford. That is caught by Thielen.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
CD, you remember John Elway?
How can I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Dillon up the middle.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen now on 1st down.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Dillon now off the option.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to Dillon on 1st down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Allen going to throw. That is caught at the 7.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
A.J. Dillon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The kick is good.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Rams 10. Matt Prater set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. No.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
targeting more, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Matt Judon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a play fake it at Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Lambo on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
No run back here for Reed, so this will come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And space tough to come by there, as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And this is going to be another 1st down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Dillon.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Van Jefferson,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Terrell Basham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw is Stafford. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
They run once more with Dillon.
And some room to maneuver. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for the Niners,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile,
You gotta choose.